Alright, guys, about ready for New Year's. And it's now started. Happy New Year's! Yep, I'm actually gonna be doing this in the car again because my dad's gonna be, I think he's sleeping and all that. He's not feeling good, so he doesn't really celebrate New Year's anyway. My dog will not come in, so he's gonna be outside. I think it's New Year's Eve. New Year's Day, because this clock is a bit faster than the other one. I'm just gonna assume it's right. But to be fair, though, technically clocks in general are kind of messed up depending on where they're at. Some might be an hour ahead, some might be a few minutes ahead. I don't know. I'll just go off what the other phone is. I literally just missed it. I literally just barely made it because it was getting ready to hit there. I took a little too long to get there. I was trying to clean my phone out a little bit because I have all those videos I post on YouTube, so I can put them on my SD card to back them up. And now we're here. So, you guys know the drill. Like the years before, I'm actually going to be doing it. I want to talk about the past year, and then talk about my future on my channel and all that, and kind of talk about, things in general, kind of what's happened and all that the last year or so, and kind of compare it. So, hope you guys enjoyed this year and all that. People might have different opinions on it, because some people had rough years, some people have had nice years. Like 2020, a lot of people had rough years. For me, it was not one of the worst years of my life. Actually, doesn't even come close. But it was definitely had problems with it. I definitely felt bad for people who have died and all that. And, all that. But I will say this year, I'm gonna say, I'm kind of thinking of, how I want to compare it to last year. Or I guess technically it'd be, the current, I probably should have just started this video earlier. I don't know what I was thinking, because I used to do this on my 3DS, but these kind of videos, they just take too long, so I kind of want to just do them on my phone, So, because I can record a lot longer. I just don't like recording on my phone all the time, because trying to switch SD cards out of these things is such a pain, because you gotta have a special tool and all that. With the 3DS, you kind of have to as well, but, it's not like a super pain, because you can just unscrew it, where you have to actually have a tool and all that for this. It's just kind of annoying. That's why I do this on my phone now. I do want to still record stuff on my 3DS. I just haven't got around to it, as much. But I want to go ahead and kind of, compare the 2024 to 2023, and all that, in kind of, in general. We'll just compare it in general and kind of, talk about some stuff here. So I don't know how I want to compare this video to 2023. I don't know. The thing is, though, I'm gonna say 2023. I will say I definitely had less bad and difficult things to deal with. Where this year I've had more, but this year I feel like I've been making more progress than last year. Last year, I really didn't have any, I actually did not have a to-do list set for last year. Or I guess 2023. I'm just gonna say it's last year, because this is technically the first of these, of 2025, so I'll just say last year for 2023. But, yeah, and last year in 2023, I did not really have, I will say, I did not have a list made, because I actually was doing this New Year's thing where I'd write a list down and all that. I wasn't sure what to expect in 2023, 2024, so I didn't actually write a list down. I think it was 20. No, it was 2023 is what it was. So I didn't actually make a list in 2022. I made one in 2023. I didn't make one in 2022. Because 2022 is not a very good year for me. It wasn't a bad year, but it was definitely not a very good year, I will say. I had a lot of problems with, like, I still don't like that we had to remodel the house, and all that, but I didn't really like them. I was going through a lot of, emotions and all that and whatnot. I was just struggling. All this change of the house, because, with me having autism and all that, yes, I struggle with that a lot, with autism and all that. And I just like, it's just, I don't know, it was just so much. And plus I was getting dental work done. I was going to have my wisdom teeth taken out and, a couple other teeth and all that, which turned out not to be too bad. It actually didn't feel like a lot of pain. I'm still can eat, without dentures. I actually, by the way, I do, plan on getting actual, like, fake ones put in my replacements down the road, I'm still going to have to brush the gums and all that, but I won't have to worry about my teeth rotting away as much. But, yeah, it really didn't hurt that bad, but like I said, it's just so damn expensive to replace this stuff. I'm just like, in this case, it was technically the dentist's fault, my teeth were kind of rotten, because I wasn't brushing them a lot. I was kind of just going through a lot of commotion back in 2017. My memory was so screwed up. So I was literally, like, not like myself. I was going through so much shit and all that. It was a nightmare. And I was just like, I kind of wanted to just kind of get, because my mom left the state and all that. And, I was trying to get me back, into, back on track and all that. So it took me a while. My memory was so bad, it really was. I'm not kidding. So that really screwed my teeth up and all. And they weren't like bad anymore. But the problem is because it took me so long to get into the dentist. It took me so long to actually get in there. I had to actually get fillings done and all that. Because it cost so much fucking money to get into the damn dentist. It did. It cost so much damn money. So yeah, it just sucked. I hated it, I hated having to do all that and, just like wait. The dentist in general kind of sucks anymore. Well, it's always kind of sucked because, how expensive it is and all that. Yeah, I don't know, I just had so much problems with that stuff. But I do plan on getting some fake teeth. I'll have to figure out a way to afford it or go somewhere else, maybe, or I can get it cheaper, but I don't want to pay $2,000 to get one tooth put in, because I have a few I want to put in there. I'll probably leave my 12 molars out alone, because I don't really need them, but I had those removed too, and then I had, the other ones extra in the back. So, yeah, I do plan on doing that down the road. But I just don't have the money right now. And even then, paying $2,000, I'm like, I could probably just go to another place and get it cheaper, But yeah, I just had a lot going on that year in general. And then, 2023, I will say, it wasn't a bad year. I will say I did not like, the fact I had, the whole, I had the whole thing going on with, trick-or-treating and all that, trick-or-treating was not very good. Trick-or-treating was kind of just, it was not great. I actually didn't even get to go that year. I get to go this year, but I did not get to go that one year. And all that. I guess I could have gone, but I don't remember what exactly happened. Well, I guess it was my mom and I were getting into it. My mom kind of snapped at me, and I got kind of pissed off at her, because she's fucking, raising her voice at me and all that, I don't know, I just said I just have commotion going on and all that, and this year I did go trick-or-treating, but my siblings honestly freaking were just so obnoxious. They were, it just kind of ruined the vibe for me a bit. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just like so sick of that. I'm like, kind of like enjoy something without them ruining it. I mean, technically, I guess that a couple years ago, well, that was more on me. But again, that was not really, that was more on me and my mom kind of just getting at it. And they still got to go trick or treating. I just walked out of the car and walked home. But, yeah, I don't know. But I don't know. I don't remember exactly all that happened that year. I know there wasn't a lot of like good movies and all that either. So like going to the theaters and all that couldn't have really any good movies to watch. This year, I'll say the movies were like released in theaters from Hollywood were much better. Like they were much better than they were a few years ago. There's still not like there's still some that are not great, but it feels like they were not even close to as bad as they were the last few years. But so I mean, I got to go out and watch some movies, which is nice. And all that, but I will say I've had more problems this year than last year. I did. Number one is my dad. My dad has had multiple surgeries and all that. He's had multiple surgeries, so I had to get stuck dealing with him, trying to help him out and all that. And me and him got into it a few times. He was even talking about that. I don't think I brought that up, but like I think it was a couple weeks ago. It was a couple weeks ago. I was at the shop and all that. I was at the house and I wasn't even trying to, I was just trying to, like, he was basically upset at me because I wasted a pizza because I accidentally burned it because, I wasted two. The first one was, it was definitely not my fault because I was just following the damn instructions and they were way off apparently. It said to put it, set the oven to 450 and stuff. That didn't seem right, but I was like, I just went ahead and did it anyway. And then the second time, I set it in there too long after the oven was off, but that's because they want the pizzas off the rack and all that, and I guess I could have put it on the rack, but I was just like, I just pointed out, I'm like, I pointed out, I'm like he's got a bowl of chili just sitting there, and that pissed him off because I think because I was being a smart ass to him and putting the whole thing on him, and I was not. I wasn't blaming him and the whole thing on him and all that, and I was just pointing out. Like, I brought the chili and that pissed him off, and I wasn't leaving his room, and I guess he got pissed off with me and all that, and I'm just like, I mean, I get he's in pain and all, but there's no reason he needs to be doing this shit to me and all that. But I was like, I'm gonna go in my room. He wanted me to leave the room, but I was trying to explain to him, I wasn't trying to start anything, and he got all pissy at me, and I got fed up, and I told him to shut up, and he got all pissy at me and started running towards me, and tried to he shoved me against the wall, and I was just like. I just kind of had whatever expression as I'm totally I was expecting that, and I just trust me, I am so sick of dealing with this bullshit. Trust me, I am. But to live on your own, you gotta have a job and make money and all that, and I do not have the money to do that. I do not. I'm actually wanting to get a job, but again, I have the whole dog situation. They're still up my ass about that. I'm like, can I just leave him home and ride in with my dad and get a job, get a bus or something? Because the buses will not come out here. I'd have to, ride in with him. I could just get a car and all that, but the problem is I can't really drive. The problem with driving is you have to be very focused. I'm not focused enough to drive. That, and there's a lot of steps to it, and I can do steps at home, but not well enough. I can take care of myself, but I'm I'd probably be better off just having somebody else drive me or just do something, I'm actually gonna figure out something I can do, but in the meantime, I can't do much about that. But I like that. They got that crap going on, because I rather work, I wanted to work at Slackers. They were hiring a couple times this year. I don't think they're hiring anymore, but they were hiring before. And they wouldn't let me do it because of the damn dog, and I was just there's not any point if, they want me to call them out, I actually might end up bringing this up. I'm don't want me to take any of their, because Mama's like running her mouth about how I don't want to take any of their advice. I'm like, it's not that I want to take any advice. It's just, I mean, I either tried this before or I'm already doing this. It's like the whole, like, again, group thing. Like, see, they're trying to, like, she's got this caseworker. Like, God, I do not like this caseworker. Like, I do not like her. She has, like, no faith in me, it feels like, at all. She does not. So I was like, trying to like they're bringing up like the whole. I'm like, I'm already doing a group thing and all that. Like I didn't say that, but I'm like I kind of want to have time to like settle down before, and like Mama's all getting pissed off at me because I'm like, well, like like being like I'm not like I don't want to try any of this stuff, and I'm like it's not that I'm already doing a group and all that as it is and all that, and they're wanting to do more of that. And I'm like I can't be doing all this stuff. The whole thing is just freaking stupid. Like, I am not gonna lie, I cannot stand it. I really cannot. Like, I cannot stand this and all that. But yeah, there's been a lot of commotion going. Heck, I was even hospitalized. Actually, I wasn't even like, here's the thing though. Here's the thing. I've talked about this before. I made a whole video on that about me being hospitalized, and I'll say those 3 days were probably like some of the worst, actually the worst days of like this entire year. Like they were bad. Like I mean, going to the hospital. And I went there because I felt like I wasn't feeling right, as it is. And I mean, especially went there after Mama. Well, Mama, like I got all kind of stiffed at her, but then she like smacked me, and I smacked her back because that was like a self-defense thing. And then I had the police, Mamaw had the gas station people call the police and all that, and I'm like, the police are fucking worthless in this damn town. They can't, not just in town, like in Missouri in general. Like, my mom's talked about having had some bad experience with this stuff. Like, and all that, and I'm just like they're not very good. They're not very good in this town. I mean, I don't want to diss the police people, but they're not very good. They're not good in general. They're just like, I mean, maybe in other, like, states or something, but in Missouri, yeah, they're really not that great, which is why things are getting kind of chaotic. But what happened was, I smacked, I was trying to get the guy to call him, though, because I didn't have my phone on me, and my dad decided to leave without me, and, because I was worried Mama was gonna come and all that, and I was gonna flip out and all that, but she was kind of being all smart with me anyway about not wanting to, like, take me to the damn, like, I swear, it's just it's so frustrating, it really is, like, but I basically did go to the hospital and all that, and I got accepted and all that, and I was there for, like, a few days, they actually were talking about, like, am I safe, like, do I feel safe at home? Not that I am, like, a lot of times if you go to a hospital or something, or even if you go for a checkup, they're gonna ask you questions like, are you being safe, or are you wanting to, like, are you wanting to kill yourself or something? They ask those questions. My therapist asked those questions. But the way they were asking it, I don't know, because I've told them some problems I've had, so I felt like they were actually listening to me, but I was like, I don't really have anywhere to go, so I might as well just do that, So, yeah, I'm unfortunately kind of, again, all that crap, and it's still kind of dealing with some of this stuff. It's so annoying and all that, and it's just a mess. Like, it is a huge mess, and just, like, especially the end of the year, it's kind of gotten, like, I mean, I lost my, I can still go to groups of Easter seals, but I no longer can go to outings. Which is honestly a lot of the videos I do on YouTube, like the restaurant videos and stuff. I do a lot of those on YouTube, and I can't do that, as easily because I can't go into town as much. I can still go to the groups, but I can't go on, like, in outings and all that, like, with people, and I have to, like, I can only go to the groups. So the whole thing is just a damn mess. Like, it is a mess. Like, it is a mess, but I think I'm going to probably do what I did with Easter seals. I'm probably just going to not bother with having a caseworker. I'm just going to set it up myself, because, again, like I said, my caseworker, she's awful. She seems very sweet, but But honestly, she just has no faith in me. She has no faith in me at all, and that's not a good thing. And she doesn't even point out the positives. She just points out like all the shit I need to work. I'm like, I want you to point out the positives of me too, like all the shit I've been doing. I'm like, don't just point out the damn negatives. But I don't know. I'm like, but yeah, I got that, and I had Party City and all that. I mean, that's not like a huge deal, but that's a store that's gone under and all that. I hear it's gone under, but I hear they might be trying to save it too. So I heard Big Lots. I think it's confirmed Big Lots has been saved, but I don't know about Party City. So we'll have to see about that. But I mean, that's not like the biggest problem. The biggest problem is just, again, the outings. The outings are the problem. It gets me out of the house a bit more, So I'm not cooped in the house all the time, But like I said, I can figure out something. I can, make my own decisions. I don't like this, I'm not going to have to be stuck with, a certain company. If I don't like it, I can move on to somebody else, It's like the therapist, I did not like the therapist in high school I had. He was awful too. He was like, he wasn't even like giving me any suggestions or anything. I mean, like the caseworker, at least she's like trying to like, she's trying to she's giving me options, even though, like I said, she has no faith in me. At least she's giving me options on or stuff. Like, this guy was just like writing in his journal and all that, and wasn't doing anything, and it's just like. But yeah, he was not a very good therapist. Like, he was just like, he wasn't giving me any ideas. The one I have now is so much better. She is so much better. Like, I like her. Like, I like her a lot. She's from like Compass and all that. I like her. I might be trying to look into something. She was talking about something about Compass. I might look into that. Like, I think next time I go to Compass, because I'm going to be going in town. I chose to go into town because I'm like, this is going to be one of the few times I'll be able to go into town and all that, until I get something else set up. And I think I'm probably going to go inside and, like, maybe see if I can work in something, and all that. My mom said my mom said there was something like with her friend Angie and all that was working with in the past. She doesn't really do that anymore, I think, but she used to like give people rides and all that. But I heard these people are like very severe disability. Like, I think, she said she didn't know, but like if they're very severe, like they probably won't take me because I'm not very severe. I mean, I struggle, but I'm not like super severe. But, I'm probably going to be working on that in 2025 and all that. That'll be my plans. And then, let's see, what else do I want to talk about? What else is there? Yeah, I think I was going to talk about, I want to talk about more about the positives, too, about 2025, because, yeah, I feel like I need to kind of do that. I will say I have been making a bit more, like, I've been actually accomplishing more things, I feel like, than I have in 2023. Especially my YouTube stuff. My YouTube subscriber count, thanks to you guys, at least is getting up to 500 subs, which is really good. Of course, it won't be profitable until I get to, like, 1K subs, but I'm not gonna be a needy person, I want to be patient, and be respectful, but we probably would really need that, especially since I don't actually have a job right now. I kind of like to make, some money and all that. I've been putting some of it aside in savings, but, because I'm basically getting DVDs and all that, I'm probably going to end up, if I ever get my own place, I'm going to cut probably a bunch of these streaming services. If they're even around by the time I actually get my own place, which is probably going to take a few years. Because I'm like, they're going to cost a bunch of, a lot of them are kind of struggling as it is. I made a whole video about that on Paramount and all that. I actually had to I haven't brought this up, but I actually had to, turn off the video and all. I had to, cut the video out. I think I kind of figured out a little bit how to do it. The problem is, though, is I figured out how to do it towards the end of the videos, but not in the middle. You know, so that's pretty good. I'm at least figuring it out. And it'll actually copy the videos on its own. So it'll automatically copy it instead of just deleting the original video, because that's what it could do. So that's actually a really good thing, you know. You know, that's pretty good. But yeah, I kind of like that, you know. But I had to I was worried I wasn't gonna be able to actually, you know, upload it, but I did. But I did talk about that. I talked about the president, you know, well, one of the presidents hitting age 100 and passing away a few months later. I think it was who was it again? It was Jimmy Carter. It was Jimmy Carter. That's who it was. And I talked about that in my video and the streaming platforms and how, again, they're releasing all their stuff on DVD, which is why I'm buying them. The problem is, again, you got to be careful with buying, you know, physical media on DVD, because sometimes if they release the new stuff, they might cut out, you know, some stuff. So, for example, you know, I've talked about my issue with the Disney physical media in the past, and how they removed the classic openings, you know, the 1985 2D castle logo, and then the 3D one from Toy Story and all that. They originally had, you know, they have a 3D one now, but it's not the same, you know, and all that. You know, but they also cut out scenes and all that too, so I'm again, it could be, you know, like I said, it's something, you know, that's good to have. You know, older stuff, you know. I mean, some people may not care, but I do, you know. I want, a lot of these changes are just stupid and make no sense. Some of them are not bad, but a lot of them are just stupid changes, make no sense. You know, and all that. I'm I don't know why I need to have that, you know. But, I'm trying to think of what else, or, what else was there, what else was I going to talk about, Oh yeah, I was gonna say this too. I've been a little bit of progress on my to-do list this year, because I did make one from last year, and you know, and I'll say I made a little bit of progress. I have not made a lot, unfortunately, but some of the stuff I'm probably gonna just take off the list. I had one where I was gonna live on my own. I think I'm gonna just take that off the list entirely. Because, I don't know, I would like to just inherit my dad's house down the road. He's even talked about how he doesn't like his house and all that. I even told him that. But, yeah, I mean, I probably would inherit his house. I would inherit it. And all that, and, just probably, redo it and all that. But that's kind of the thing, too, with redoing the floors. I was I don't want him to redo them, because because I'd have to put money in it. Looking back at it, I'd have to put money in it anyway, because a lot of the floors were not in very good shape. You know, so I'd have to redo them anyway. I mean, the bathroom upstairs and the kitchen were not bad, but the living room, I probably would have redid that anyway, because I wanted to put carpet back in there again. I did like the floor didn't look bad, but I kind of liked having carpet in there, especially if you drop something, it won't break as easily. Like my Nintendo 3DSs, I've broken so many of those, I swear, them in the DSIs. You know, it's just kind of one of those things. And then, you know, the bathroom downstairs, the floor was kind of ruined, it kind of rotted a little bit, because they had to redo it, because of, you know, water was getting all over the place. And then, my dad's bedroom, this carpet was all nasty, and so it was upstairs and all that. But I kept a sample of that kind of stuff, because I do plan on replacing it down the road. I'm probably going to redo the floor in my room, though, at least at the moment. I'll have to save up for it, of course, but I do plan to do that. I'll have to save up, like I said. That's the problem, too. I mean, it may look like I can just save up easily, but things are not very cheap, you know, and all. And some of the things, I mean, I could just ignore the floor right now, but I want to kind of put the floor in there, because I kind of want to, even though the color is out a little, I think it's messing with my emotions. I've noticed since they redid the house. I mean, I was struggling before, but I definitely noticed it's pretty bad since, and all that. So, I mean, I have some goals in the future. I don't know if it'll get done next year or not. I do plan on trying to recover my data on my SD card next month. I do plan on doing that. Well, not next month. I mean, this coming year. I wanted to wait on it because I'm like, with it being at the end of the year and all, and then you got the SD card programs. I'm like, I kind of want to wait on that stuff, because I'm like just to see what comes out next year, because I'm like, I could be paying for this and then it not work as well next year for upgrade or something. I'm like, I mean, I'm holding on to the cards. I mean, they told me that, I can't recover stuff. But the thing is, though, is, technology is getting really advanced and things are getting a lot more improvements and some not so much, like some stuff is actually sucking worse, like the speech to text thing. But the thing is, though, it's getting to where it's getting a lot more, powerful, so it's able to do this stuff more. So I might be able to, I've been able to do it in the past, I will say that. But the thing is, a lot of these you gotta pay money for them to actually work, So, I actually did find some video footage on some stuff, but it's still the videos are still kind of corrupted, so I'd have to, fix them and all that, because you can see that there's a video of, I saw a clip of a video of my Wiggles blanket. I actually still have that. It's the classic Wiggles. I still have that blanket. Because I was obsessed with the Wiggles. I still like the Wiggles. I don't think their TV shows hold up as well, but they're still a very good, band and all that. I kind of like that. I haven't seen the newer stuff, but I've seen the older Wiggles and all that. With the original cast and all that. It was pretty cool. But yeah, that's kind of the thing there. It's kind of again that's kind of what they, again, did, I mean, that's what I did. I recorded that stuff in the past, because I videoed my house and all that over time. I think I mentioned that in my videos. I videoed the house, quite a few times, but I wanted to do it one last time before they remodeled it, just so it gets kind of fresh and all that, so people can see it. But, I thought it was kind of interesting. I was trying to think, though, what else I wanted to kind of, what else was there, I was gonna say on the whole video thing I was talking about, the weird part about the video is it was a bunch of corrupted videos, combined together. That's pretty much how it was, so it was still corrupted, but you could see the actual video and all that. So that's very weird, it's, very weird. I don't know how the SD card got corrupted either. I really don't know what happened there. It just got corrupted, I guess. It got corrupted over time. I don't like, though, how I did something stupid. I took it apart, and then I couldn't really put it back together like it was. So it's actually in an 8 GB looking card. Actually, you can't even, the 8 GB paper is gone because it got stuck in the DSI. Which I actually lost that. I can't figure out what happened to that. I know it didn't get stolen or anything. I don't know where it went, but it's probably somewhere. But yeah, it disappeared. I gotta figure out where it's at. But yeah, that was a huge pain in the ass to get all that paper out of there, because it wasn't going in there right, or if it would go in there and get stuck, because those things apparently are made where they have to be they're made to fit in there perfectly. So if anything's wrong with it, it will not work. So yeah, that was a pain. But yeah, the card itself is still kind of messed up. I mean, I could take it apart, but I don't want to do it again. It was already a huge pain in the ass to put it in there as it is. I don't want to do it again. So yeah, but again, that's pretty much the whole thing, that's the whole thing, I'm just I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. I do have some plans next year and all that. And even with YouTube, I do have a big video coming up here in the future. I do want to do. It might be maybe towards the end of January, maybe early February when I have it uploaded. But you guys are gonna like this video that's gonna come up. You guys are gonna like it. I won't say what it is. It's not a reward video because I won't have any that for a little while. But it is a really big video I have planned. If it'll work properly, because we don't want to see. I need to actually go back and finish my Let's Play on Luigi's Mansion 3 too. I do want to finish that too. Because actually, it's been about a year and a half since I actually uploaded the last video. It really has been. It's been a year and a half since I did that. So I need to go back and actually, finish the game. I had to stop though because my damn, thing got messed up, and then I was gonna do it this summer, but then I got all those Legos and all that. Somebody actually commented on one of my videos talking about how messy my room is. Like you need to clean your room up, and I'm like, yeah, I get it. It's a mess. It's a pigsty. But I'm like going through all the Legos. I even mentioned that to the person. I was like, I'm going through my room trying to clean up all these Legos because I'm trying to organize them. I'm sorting them out because I'm trying to get my Legos separated from Keegan's, mine and my dad's, because I actually want to hold on to his Legos in case, because I've looked up, some of these are actually worth some money, I mean, some of them aren't in the best shape because they've been used, but they don't look bad either. So, yeah, I'm trying to think what else I want to do on my channel too. Anything else? Is there anything else? I don't know. I guess I can bring this up since I'm talking this, this New Year's video. I will say I'm thinking about, I don't really feel happy doing this, but I might have no choice. With the Nintendo games, I might end up just doing what I did with the Luigi's Mansion, and I might actually, just like, I might actually video the TV and all that again like I did in the past. I might just do that. Because, I'm like, I kind of want to do some more reviews, because right now I so far only have the Luigi's Mansion review. That was actually, I did that one on purpose, because I wanted to actually do something special, start a video trading up something special. But I do want to review other games too, but I have to get to them. I'm not going to probably do the PlayStation, Xbox ones, just because those are games I can actually go and, like, I'm not kidding, I can actually literally go and play these ones. Like, if I go to, like, the Xbox and all that, but I don't know. But there are some videos I have, like, games I have not finished. Like, I have never finished Let's Playing the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga game. And you can blame YouTube's copyright system for that. YouTube's copyright system is so fucking broken. Like, it is so damn broken. Because it uses Star Wars music and all that, I'm like, but like 10 years ago, that wouldn't have been a problem. Now it's a huge problem, and it just makes it harder for people to play games. I can turn off the music, but I'm like, that's kind of a big part of the game, But I'm probably gonna have to do that. I don't think I'm gonna have a choice. Or I can maybe turn down the music, but I don't know. Honestly, with that game, I wasn't very interested in it anyway. Like, it felt like a very big, like, downgrade to the older Lego games, especially the Star Wars ones. I mean, I don't know much about the other ones much. But they kind of took away everything that kind of made them cool. Like, there's no hub world and all that anymore, and instead of, like, having hearts, I think the characters, I believe, have, like these bars on their like, heads and all that, and I'm like, that just beats the whole purpose. Like, it doesn't feel like a Lego game anymore. That's what was so cool about them. They minus the hub world, which is, a ton of games, it felt like they were their own thing, and now it just feels like a random, like, Battlefield game or something, like, I can play it like any other game, instead of playing it, But I don't know. I can't really say much about it. But I mean, with the Force Awakens, I played a ton of that game. It's been a while, but I played that, and I just did not give a shit. I was like, I mean, I played like a couple of chapters. I played of that game. I played a couple of chapters, and then I was like, just kind of just done with it. I just like again, I can't find any mini kits anywhere anymore. And then that was a big thing in the older Lego games too, not just Star Wars in general. The mini kits, they got rid of those. At least I think they did. I mean, I haven't found any. It just felt like a completely different game. It didn't feel like the same thing anymore, and I kind of sucked. It felt open world. I'm like, that was what was so cool about the older Lego games. I mean, they did this with Mario Odyssey, but Mario Odyssey, I mean, I can't say much about that because I have not played it, but what I've seen, it looks really cool. But they make it work because it's a whole different game. The Lego games are not, they're their own thing. Where, like, Mario Odyssey is just a completely different Mario game, It's a 3D Mario game, but it's not like a sequel or a branch of, like, random Mario games, So it felt like it was its own thing. With Lego games, it's like you take away one thing and it just feels like it's just not worth it. I don't know. I might go back to it at some point. I'm probably gonna wait to do it. I might go back to the older ones, But I will wait to play them too, because I don't want to play any more games until I finish up some of mine. I still need to actually finish uploading my Knack videos too, because I forgot about them. I have a couple more to. I'm actually almost done uploading the Knack ones. I took a break from that game because honestly, the whole Knack game. The Knack game and all that way. I got so tired of playing the game over because it made me play the freaking game several times to unlock all the chests. Because I was wanting to show the extra stuff, but I'm like, I want to take a break from it because the game's freaking competitive and all that. Like, it feels like exhausting when you gotta play the game over and over again, It's just freaking, like, I don't know why they thought it was a good idea, And I mean, to be fair, this is a common thing in games, but like, usually you don't have to play it, a bunch of times. I mean, like, games like let's say Mario Galaxy or Mario 3D Land, like 3D World is a whole different story. That one they may make you play the whole levels, and that's kind of the competitive shit I don't like. But like with like 3D Land, yeah, you get to play the whole game with Luigi as well. But they give you an advantage. You can like speed through the levels and all that, and break people's records and all. That's fun. And in Galaxy, they don't change much about it, but they change a little bit of it. They make it harder and make Luigi's controls different. With Knack, it's just the same damn thing and all that over and over again. I mean, you can play as different Knacks, but I'm like, again, playing it like over and over again, I'm like, it's not worth it. It's just freaking not worth it. But, yeah, I had to do it even again, and I was just done with it. I was just so much done with the game, I was like, I'm not playing it anymore. I don't want to play it. I mean, I think I had, like, one more relic to collect. I don't remember which one it was, but I need a break after all of that. I don't know what that sound is either. Like, it sounds like a helicopter out there or something, I don't know. I mean, they are celebrating them. It was too cold to be out there today. That's why I'm doing it in the car. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying, like I said, I feel like, again, like, I mean, there's just a lot of stuff I want to finish. It's just kind of hard. I don't want to be, there's some YouTubers that I don't like when they don't finish them. I mean, I don't hate the YouTubers, but I don't like when they don't finish stuff. Like, you guys probably don't, I don't know if you guys know who Sully Pones is and all that. He's like a YouTuber and all that. He's actually been, I thought his channel was pretty much dead. He kind of, he took a huge break from the channel. He did give updates, which is what I like, instead of just, leaving the channel, leaving the whole YouTube, leaving the YouTubers and all that, and, they just abandoning the channel. A lot of YouTubers, like Pie Guy Rules and all that did, Pie Guy Rules, that eventually he did come out and say, but it took, an entire year, and it could maybe just be, he could be like, he didn't want to upload because he wasn't sure if he wanted to quit or not, because, I mean, that's how Sully Pones was. He's still uploading videos, but he barely, he's kind of just pretty much a a dead channel at this point. He still uploads, but like he's not uploaded a lot of games. I gave him some ideas, but there's other people on there too, so trying to give him ideas, because I can give him ideas. I let him play, like Knack or God of War or something, or, well, I don't know about God of War. He's a more family-friendly channel, I think. I could be wrong. I mean, he doesn't really say a lot of cuss words on his channel, but I don't know, but he did do this whole thing where he played, like, Mario Galaxy. He never finished it. He never, he quit, and, he just kind of I guess he just got burnt out with the game or something when he just kind of quit playing it. And all that, and then he did the same thing with, he had a collab and all that with, a YouTuber and all that, and did the same thing with Luigi's Mansion, 3DS, because it's a remake and all that, and they never finished it, and I was kind of upset about that, especially since a lot of people don't play that version of the game and the hard mode, Well, I see when people without commentary play it, but with people, people, actually talking and playing the game, I don't see that, So I can't see people's reactions. So he kind of just abandoned that. And that's stuff I don't want to do on my channel. I mean, there will be probably some, maybe with games I don't really like, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I want to abandon the whole, Star Wars Complete Saga, Lego game, but I'm if YouTube's not going to let me upload it without copyright claiming it, then I have no choice. Again, blame YouTube for it. It's YouTube's fault. Because I was actually going to continue playing it, even though I didn't care for it, because I wanted to actually see if I actually grew to like it. Because just because a game is different doesn't mean you can't like it, But so far, yeah, it was not looking very promising. It was looking kind of just like a typical, it felt like a whole, like another, sci-fi game where you shoot stuff or freaking kill them with health bars and all that. You could play Star Wars Battlefront probably and be fine. I haven't played that game, but I've heard that's kind of what it is. You attack people with health bars and all that. Or there's Star Wars Force Unleashed or something like that, and you play like that. That's kind of what it just felt like. It didn't feel like a Lego game anymore. It looked like Legos, but it pretty much just didn't feel like the same game. But I don't know if I have much of anything else to say. I think I'm about pretty much just ready to let this video go. I don't know. I do have plans next year. I just don't have a lot to say, but I don't know. I will say before I do let it go, I need to kind of confirm with 2024 and 2023 or which one is better. I really don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I mean, in 2024 I had a lot more problems with. I didn't even bring up the fact that I had a friend I can no longer see named Taylor and all that. I don't want to go into too much details in this video, but let's just say it was not I did something and uncontrollably, and I don't remember it, and it was kind of just it's very just I hate I was afraid about it, but I still pushed myself to go see her and all in the theater and all anyway, and again she had no problem talking to me and all that an entire year, but then suddenly it's a problem and all that, and I just but yeah, she was kind of into it anyway too. But she was into it as well, and I'm just I didn't really care for it. I didn't like it, and I'll just flat out say I'll just say it. I'm it's not like it's a big So I was basically, flirting with her and all that, and like I said, I wasn't myself, because I think it's an autism thing and all that, and that's the whole problem with autism. But I think I want to make a video stating the whole statement I have autism down the road, because it has definitely been bugging me, and I kind of rather just get it out of my system and talk about a video about it. But what happened was I was flirting with her, and she was kind of doing the same thing with me and all that. And I know it's funny I can remember that, but but I said I can't. I really couldn't remember a lot about it before. I still don't it's been a while since that happened, but I don't remember a lot about it now, but I was like, but I'm just like, I just like, I hated it so much. Just like, I'm like, I don't like flirt. I mean, I'd rather just be friends with people. That might be the whole autism thing and all that, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm like gender fluid and all that too, which probably doesn't help, which is a big problem in school. But I was like, but yeah, she was getting a little uncomfortable and all that, and I told her I was sorry and all that, like, because I didn't really mean what I did, and I told her it's an autism thing. She was even questioning that, and I told her, like, I told her that, and all that, and I thought everything was good because she was still talking to me, wanting me to hang out, and then after a while, I finally, because I wanted a break, because I didn't want to make her feel uncomfortable and all that, again, and all that, even though, like I said, she was kind of doing it too, she was flirting too, but then, like, I said I couldn't see her anymore and all that, and I mean, made me upset. Not like super upset, because I thought she was just an okay person. So, I wasn't as close to her as other friends I've had, but I mean, I still have. But I don't know. Like I said, I want to just hang out with people without doing that stuff. But that's why I have the therapist too, and all that help me with it. But I think it's an autism thing, because I've talked to my doctor about it. Like, well, my old doctor, he retired, which was actually another big thing that happened this year. And I can't say much about that because my new doctor's kind of, new, so I can't say, but I don't know, but yeah, I will say that was a big thing that happened, too, but yeah, I don't know. I'll say I don't know. I don't know what to say here. There was a lot more bad stuff that happened this year, but I don't know. I would say maybe this year is better than 2023, just because I feel like I was able to make more progress on stuff, even in the house. Like, despite my room being trashed, like, I've been able to kind of go through some stuff and get some stuff done and all that. Even the Legos, I have made progress on them. I had to stop though because things got crazy towards the end of the year with Thanksgiving and all that. I have been working on. There was, trust me, there was way more Legos in my room than there is now. There was freaking way more. Like, there was so many I couldn't even step in there. That's how much there was. I mean, I could step in there, but barely. Like, that's how much there was. But I had to sort them through color and all that, and I'm gonna try to finish that up down the road. But, I don't know, I think I'm probably going to end up letting this video go, because I need to get in there and freaking figure out where my dog is at, because my dog will not come, and I can't just leave him outside, and I need to get to bed here soon, because, I need to get back to a sleep schedule. That's something I want to work on this year, too. That was kind of a goal last year, but last year was more of me trying to get to, like, sleep, give me a medication or something. This year, it's more so I'm trying to actually, get back to sleep, but my dog took off on me because I was trying to get him inside, and he freaking took the other direction and would not come, so, again, I can't do much about that, because he will not come, and we tried using a shock collar. It doesn't want to work. Like, for some reason, it's not singing well, and I don't know why. I might take the shock collar maybe to a vet or something. Maybe I can figure it out. Well, not a vet, like maybe PetSmart or something. But I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and end up letting things go though, because I gotta let my dog inside. If he's gonna come to the door. But anywho, bye bye. Oh yeah, and before I go, remember guys to enjoy your New Year's Eve. And sorry if I was so negative. I'm trying not to be. I was just pointing out kind of what's been going on and what my future channel is. But I do have some plans for you guys. And I have plans for myself in real life in the future. So, see you guys later, and a Happy New Year.